The new UR7 series is a proof of just how accomplished LG entry-level smart TVs have become. It makes the most of direct LED backlight tech to deliver a bright 4K HDR picture, but that's not all. Features include Dolby HDR and special gaming mode. Its WebOS interface is easy to use, while the new design of apps and their remote control is the most appealing yet. During the testing, we are also struck by its impressive motion processing possibilities, but we also encountered some budget turbulence during flight. So, let's find out how good it really is in the hands of experts. This year model is still in classic LG eco-friendly box. One of the first things that struck me about the box is how well it's protected. So there is a lot of styrofoam everywhere, and inside of it there are two legs for stand, and of course accessory package with cable, remote, batteries, and you will need to read all these papers if you want to use it wisely. While the UR73 is eventually not as spectacularly thin as Samsung's 7 series from the side, it's definitely more practical to move and still looks great. What's more, like all modern TV models, it has super thin bezels and nicely curved attractive edges. Build quality is above average, with a strong frame and stand legs covered with plastic. The final finish has a premium and sleek look with plenty of LG quality. What else is expected? On the back are also holes for wall mount, and you will rather put it on a shell or tabletop. A 2-feet stand is not very easy to assemble, so you'll need a screwdriver. The UR7 series are available in many screen sizes. Here we have a 55-inch, but if you need bigger, they are from 43 to 65 inch. LG UR7300 has inputs on the left back side. There are antenna, optical, 2 USB, 3 HDMI ports. Two of these are version HDMI 2.1 with support for 4K 60. There is also support for advanced gaming capabilities with low input lag. More on that in the gaming part of the review. HDMI inputs support ARC for auto soundbar connection. Further wireless connectivity is present in the shape of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5. And there is also support for phone mirroring. Just in case if you can't find your remote, you can still power on, change inputs and volume with a hidden button below the screen. Here we have a standard LG remote control. It is a sleek, better made remote with lots of buttons and shortcuts for streaming services. You can navigate and select inputs the same as you do with the streaming apps, and a press of the remote's gear button comes up the quick settings menu. It's worth mentioning that it's very good in terms of ergonomic design. The buttons are easy to press and very responsive. The remote doesn't feel robust and sharp like some minimalist remotes, and it also has more buttons, especially for media player. On the other hand, there is no voice control on this remote, but you can still buy the LG Bluetooth Magic Remote, which has everything. During setup, we were struck by WebOS simplicity and weird questions at times. But most of the time it was understandable and easy to enter information to automatically complete the search and setup. We have already mentioned that the UR73 uses WebOS, but we should briefly explain why that matters. Its interface and home menu is clean, minimalistic and straightforward pleasure to use, as long as you are not a power Android user. The key point is that LG Apps Gallery and Search is much more user-friendly than you get with other TVs, and makes it possible to more intuitively switch between search results. The downside is there are not many different USB or web browser apps to install, and load transition icon which is sometimes annoying if you are in a hurry. Nevertheless, I can easily say that 2023 WebOS version is one of the fastest I have ever tested in the last years. LG's WebOS offers the best streaming services including Netflix, Disney, Prime Video, HBO and many others. It also has a new home screen with more user-friendly icons. The web browser is also a strong point. It has excellent tab integration and browsing is smooth thanks to the well-designed remote. If you like free stuff, you can still play movies from USB drive, and LG USB player supports the latest codecs well. Let's include X265 and 264. There are also advanced options of subtitles and easy navigation through the video.
What are you talking about? 90-something years old.
LG UR7 series have a screen with standard color gamut. They offer realistic colors with excellent viewing angles. While the best contrast have 50 and bigger than 65-inch screen versions, the 55-inch has the best colors and viewing angle. While contrast ratio is still average, the set's high brightness setting selected, it was capable of displaying brightness very good in dimly lit room, while in bright sunny room were expectedly limited. Picture uniformity on the other hand is okay, so we have convincing gray and white uniformity, while there are some deviation in dark screen on the extreme exposure test. It's not distracting while normally watching TV, but if you want a perfect black, you will need to choose a 50 or bigger than 65-inch version. Despite only achieving average brightness results, the high dynamic range still jumps off in dimly lit room. With its average 350 nit screen brightness, while colors have above 70% gamut and are comparable with the best in the entry-level class. Thanks to the LG 4K processor, the UR73 also have a very adept upscaler of low resolution content. Same goes for the motion processing, and there are also a lot of options to customize motion. If you want to disable soap opera effect, you can easily change it if you select a movie picture profile or enable it with standard picture mode. Gamers have a lot of respect for LG because it's one of first who introduced gaming mode on the TVs. The 7 series continues LG's reputation for delivering plenty of essential gaming features, bringing a quick and advanced customization for casual gamers.
Well, it couldn't be that easy, right? Alright, come on, let's check out the transponders.
They also have auto game mode, so HDMI 2.1 inputs can cope with low latency and 4K 60 input lag below 20 milliseconds. That's a great result that ranks the UR73 among the best entry-level gaming TVs. Audio features are above and beyond many 4K smart TVs, with a pair of down-firing speakers together powered by 20 watts. It's fair to say that it has excellent mid and high frequencies as long as you don't go far over the 60% volume. The UR73 delivered a kind of high bass sound that's possible thanks to the good quality speakers and smart budget bass reflex design. Of course, if you want true explosions and low bass, any 2.1 soundbar will improve the experience considerably. The LG UR7 series feature bright entry-level LED screens and provide very high response time. If you want to make the most of the Smart TV apps, WebOS is still one of better Smart TV interfaces thanks to the good remote control and user apps personalization. The ULED and QLED competition still have slightly more brightness, but they are no match for LG's low gaming input lag, motion processing, and viewing angle. The last feature is important, because you want the best picture to watch from anywhere in the room. That's why the LG UR7300 is a strong all-arounder at its price. So I can easily recommend it as long you don't need wide color gamut. That's it for today, my friends. I hope that you enjoy watching the video. Like, share, comment down below, and see you soon.